The first thing I had to say about solo leveling this week is, what is that? Can somebody tell me what the hell that is? Chimera ants have entered the solo leveling group chat, and I've been saying since season 1 that this show reminds me of Hunter x Hunter, and I'll be damned if we're not about to get an ant arc. Let's go. I'm so pumped about this. So much happened this week in terms of storytelling. The action took a back seat, and we got to see some amazing progression that I thoroughly enjoyed watching. There's so much to discuss. The episode was schmoving this week. Let's get right into our review of Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 7. All right, let's talk theories because your boys got some. So Jinho's father collapsed from what I thought was a heart attack, and I thought the man was dead. It turns out he survived, and he has eternal sleep disease, which, by the way, is a crazy name for a disease. Just call it death. But the doctor said it could be exposure to magic from hunters without having any magical resistance yourself. But I'm willing to bet that it has something to do with these new ant creatures showing up. And remember, the doctor said they don't know for sure what the cause is. And so with Jinho's father saying, "Am I being cold?" it leads me to believe that it has something more to do with changes in the world from these magical ant creatures showing up. Imagine the ants pose a threat to all of society who aren't magical users, that they would contract this fatal disease. That could be like big picture of where the story is going. And another question is like, are these ants from Jeju Island? You see where I'm going here? Like, is this the start of a global pandemic, a global threat from outside of the dungeons? Comment your theories down below, and remember, don't spoil. We're talking about just the anime, and if you're liking the content, hit that sub button. Jinwoo is officially S rank, and it's time to go all out. We had S ranks literally bowing down to him as he was going to get reassessed. I thought that was awesome. I really liked all of these scenes that showed how amazed everybody was with Jinwoo's power. It goes to show just how powerful of an MC he is and how far he's come. President Baek couldn't even see Jinwoo's movement with his own eyes. These were people that I had assumed were way beyond his power level. Like just last season, Jinwoo was struggling to survive. This is peak anime glow up. Another interesting thing to me was when President Baek was pondering how Jinwoo is gaining so much power so fast. Is he not a person that has reawakened, but is he someone who is gaining power over time? And it just got me thinking about, like, has that ever happened in this show's history before? Like, are there people recorded in the solo leveling verse that have done this? And President Baek just seems like he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So in terms of animation, this was deemed a low priority episode. Solo leveling is setting the bar so high for low budget episodes. Like, I really like this scene here. He's like a necromancing Batman sending out his troops to guard the city. I thought the way they animated his eyes in the artifact shop was done really well. And then they had to tease us at the end, like Tusk catching that sphere was cold. And don't get me started on this scene right here. Like, come on, bro. Jinwoo's looking like Agent Smith dodging bullets out there. You can just tell A1 Pictures cares about this anime and us as the viewers. The passion is there, and we are getting top-notch episodes week after week after week. Demon Castle is back, and so is Cliffhanger-kun. We got some overarching themes and story this week that was definitely needed. The ants could be our biggest foe yet, and what is so exciting is that it is happening in the real world, not in a dungeon. Comment your favorite parts of this week's episode down below. If you're new here, welcome. I will see you guys next week for episode 7. I'm Tragic, and I'm out.